Hallo, hallo almal.
Hallo.
Hallo. Hallo, hallo. Ek sien vir almal behalwe vir Hillary. Ek gaan net gou met haar incheck. Gee my gou 1 sekond. Is julle almal lekker warm?
Mhm.
Okay. Ek het nie gehoor dat sy ons nie join nie. So kom ons check net gou. Ek sien haar ook nog nie. In die waiting room nie. Mis ek haar dalk? Nee. Ja. Daar is sy. Okay, Hillary gaan ons join in 'n oomblik. So kom ons gee net so 'n kansie. Laat ek so lank hoor hoe Sofia is in die Kaap. Raai Sofia, of is jy terug?
Ek het nou net by die huis gekom.
Oh, shame man, maar ons is baie bly om jou hier by ons te hê.
Dit
Sjoe,
was
het jy
baie warm daar, hoor. Dit was warm. Dit was 27 toe ons gevlieg het.
21? Okay,
27.
het jy vir ons bietjie saamgebring?
Ja.
Ons
Hopelik
kan
gaan dit nou nog warmer word.
ons kan doen daarmee. Jesus, hierdie laaste 2 dae was koud julle. Vandag was darem okay met die son skyn, maar joh. Hey, ek wil net vir julle eintlik vra, het julle dit gevoel met julle minder liggaamsvet? Dit maak regtig mos 'n verskil. Wie kouer gekry?
Ek het
Is dit? Dis goed, maar dis ook rof, nê? Nee?
ja, maar ons was die naweek in Sanien op die eiland en
Aha.
ons het vreeslik warm gekry en toe ons terugkom, toe kry ons trek koud.
Hoorie so,
Dit was 30 grade gewees.
maar luister toe ek in die Kaap was laasweek. Ek het ons ingery het deur Wellington, die Parel. Toe is dit 29, 30 grade in die Kaap. En dit was die hele week 5, 26 gewees. So hierdie week was my rof.
Ja. Ja, vandag was dit 27 in die Kaap.
Liewe Jemal, wat gaan aan? Is op sy kop. En die Kaap kry ook nie sy reën nie.
Nee.
Ja, so. Okay, Hillary gaan ons join in 'n oomblik. Ek gaan so lank afskop net te sê welkom almal. Welkom in. Jesus, ek is nou net mekaar want dit is volgens my week 9 wat beteken week 11 van Wildfit, right?
Ja.
Dis ek voel die mekaar want dit voel vir my of dit verskriklik vinnig hardloop op die oomblik. Voel julle ook so?
Nogal,
Ja,
ja.
presies.
Die einde is kind of nou it's real, it's in sig. En daar's so baie dat nou gebeur, so ek's baie nuuskierig om by julle almal te hoor. En ja, hoe doen ons nou somer in die middel van die winter, right? En ek wil verskriklik graag hoor want ek is seker party van julle is so bly om finally uitspring uit te wees en finally daai vrugte te kan doen. Ek is seker Hillary, ek wil wel hoor of sy haar drywe gedoen het en wie het hulle nartjies gedoen en al daai lekker dinge. En dan dink ek miskien is daar aan die ander kant van julle wat sê just put me back in spring, dit was so eenvoudig. Hierdie is eintlik daar's Tisha, val jy daar? Ja, daar's skielik cravings wat terugkom en dinge wat gebeur, right? Anders alles is anders. Weer eens wil ek net sê whatever julle voel hierdie week, it's absolutely normal and it's all good. So ons is almal verskillend. Maar ek dink hierdie switch na somer was ongelooflik belangrik. Dis amazing om net te ervaar hoe is dinge anders? Hoe proe dinge nou? Hoe is dinge wat jy dalk gemis het? Is dit nog vir jou belangrik? Het die belangrikheid weggegaan? Wat doen dit aan jou? Wat maak jou maag? Wat maak jou gut? Sy gaan net hierdie ouetjie afsit. Hello Hillary, welcome.
Hi Marlies, hi everyone. I'm using a different laptop today and I see the camera, I don't know.
It's okay, we can see you and we can hear you, it's all good.
Sorry man, I really lost track of time, but I'm glad I finished what I was doing, so
well, we're happy to have you with us. And we were just saying, Hillary, that we're in spring, even though it's winter, and it's all feeling a bit weird. And I'm excited to learn what you've learned about yourself this week in terms of what you've tried and what it's done to your bodies. We're going to go through with each and every one of you. I'm excited to just hear how it's been. And of course, we are going to go back into spring. Ons weet dit almal nê, Maandag begin spring weer en dit is verskriklik. Some people more excited than others, I think. Maar dit is so belangrik om vir jou liggaam te kan switch tussen seisoene. To feel what it's like to go from one season to the others, because that is what's going to give you metabolic flexibility, and you really, really need this going forward. I'm just going to quickly run through some of the actions of last week. So all of a sudden we had root vegetables available to us again, right? Besides the leafy greens that some of us who's been on hunters haven't had for a while, that's come back. Van julle wat op traditional was, wel, dis nog steeds daar. Maar meer variety, meer kleure, groene en gele, nie net en rooie, alles, oranjes. Ek is nuuskierig om te hoor met watter vrugte julle begin het, of julle kon reg gekry het om met van die berries te begin, of miskien van die stone and citrus fruits. Het julle 'n bietjie soeter vrugte probeer en wat het dit gedoen? Ja, dis nie net die hoe soet is dit nie, dis ook die frekwensie, hoe gereeld het julle dit gedoen en wat het dit vir jou gedoen? Baie nuuskierig om te hoor of julle vir julleself tyd gegee het om een ding op 'n slag te introduce. Of het julle als gelyk gedoen en wat het jou maag daarmee gedoen? Ja, en het enigiemand gevoel hulle wil binge? Want ek kan vir julle sê, ek het die eerste keer when I came out of winter, actually, I could just eat the farm. I was like keen to just try everything, which was not such a good idea. I also wanted to ask you, because there's some time left, is to really, really use your tools. Use the language that you've learned. Listen to your body. Listen to what it's telling you. Listen to your food devils and your food angels. Wat vertel hulle vir julle? Gebruik julle food timeline nog steeds. Dit raak al hoe belangriker nou soos wat ons switch. So, as jy 'n craving kry, want it's bound to happen, is jy honger of is dit 'n craving? Hoe voel jy voor die tyd? Hoe voel jy as jy die kos eet? En baie belangrik, hoe voel jy na die tyd? What is it actually doing to your body? So all of those things are so interesting. En dan wil ek gou vir julle vra, Wel, ek het dink van julle se measurements, ek het nie almal se measurements gekry nie. As jy dit nog nie kon doen nie, kom ons chat net of jy dit kon daar, ek weet, kom ons chat in 'n geval net daaroor. Ek gaan vir julle 'n video aanstuur van Dr. Unwin. Ek weet nie of iemand van Dr. Unwin gehoor het nie. Ek gaan net gou-gou vir julle sy credentials lees. Maar net so oomblik ek net daarby uitkom. Wie van julle weet van Diary of a CEO? Steve Bartlett is een van die iemand al gehoor van Dragon's Den? Steve Bartlett is op Dragon's Den. Hy is een van die jonger ouens op Dragon's Den. In fact, hy's baie jonk. Ek dink hy's in sy vroeg in sy 30s. And he started Diary of a CEO where he has discussions with experts in different fields. But a lot of those are actually in the medical field or in the diet industry or the medical eating well wellness industry. So it's been phenomenally interesting to just listen to some of these experts and what they talk about. So Dr. David Unwin is known for his expertise in reversing type 2 diabetes through dietary changes. It's a very long video. You can fast forward it. It's on YouTube. It's about, I think it's just over an hour or whatever. But what was so interesting is that it is really so aligned with everything we do in WildFit. Baie verfrissend om te hoor hoe die mediese saam met ons stem en luister na wat ons doen en hoe ons goed align is. Ek bedoel aan die einde van die dag is dit ons wil nie spesiaal wees in die wêreld nie. Ons wil volg wat in die wêreld gebeur. Ons wil we want to give the world impetus in terms of what we're doing. It needs to make sense in the bigger picture. I'm sure you all feel like that. So it was so good to hear all of that. But there's a couple of things that he specifically goes on about, and it's really about, and something that was really close to my heart, about the effect of sugar, the real effect of sugar on your body. And he explains it in layman's language. Dis letterlik soos 'n hoërskoolonderwyser vir 'n tiener wat traag is om te leer, gaan verduidelik stap vir stap. Wat doen jou pankreas? Waar kom die insulien? Ons hoor dit baie. Hierdie was die een wat vir my die meeste sin gemaak het. En die interessante daarvan was dat hy op 'n stadium, ek gaan spoiler alert, dat hy 5 items neersit op die tafel en hy sê eintlik in terme van die suikerinhoud. En onthou nou, as hy praat van suikerinhoud, is dit nie wit suiker nie. It's the sugar content regardless. It's really how the body reacts to the sweetness, how it needs insulin to process the sweetness in all of those items. But he puts it into little blocks. He says every spoonful, which represents 4 grams, he puts it in a little sugar cube. And then he says, guess how many sugar cubes would be going into, he starts with a bowl of cereal, and then he has a potato, and then he has a bowl of rice, and he has quite a ripe banana, and then he has a chocolate bar. So now listening to those, I think you already have an idea of what's got sugar in it, what not. And it's just surprising. It really is surprising. So I'd love you to watch that if you have some time and share your thoughts with me once you've seen it. The other one that's really interesting is the discussion that he has about chocolate. So ons almal hou 'n bietjie van sjokolade, right? En my vice is ongelukkig nie donker sjokolade nie. Ja, I know it's good. My vice is wit sjokolade. So hierdie was ook 'n little eye opener vir my gewees. Kyk gerus en ek hoor baie graag van julle. Maar eerste. Kom ons praat oor summer. Nou Ronel, ek gaan wegspring met jou want ons het jou laas so bietjie aan die einde laat inkom en bietjie min kans gegee. So ek dink wil jy vanaand vir ons begin? Vertel hoe was jou somerweek?
Eintlik het dit goed begin. Ons was nou die naweek weg, so dit het ons het nou 'n bietjie oopgemaak dat ons nou nie so verskriklik streng is nie.
Yay, summer en vakansie, alles gaan saam, yes.
Ja, dit het nou nogal goed gewerk behalwe dat ek so 'n stuk lemon koek wat terk geëet het.
Lemon meringue.
Meringue geëet het. En ja, ek het baie skuldig gevoel natuurlik, maar was baie lekker. Maar waar ek gewoonlik 'n sugar haai kry en dan net daarna 'n sugar down kry, is ek te hiperaktief. My brein wou net nie gaan stil staan net nie. En dit was die eerste wat ek in 'n baie lang ruk ervaar het. So dit was bietjie, maar ons het maar begin met ek het vir ons beskuit gebak met amandelmeel en coconutmeel en toe het ek berries en goed daarin gesit en bietjie neute en sade.
Oh, wow.
So ons het
Okay.
begin met die berries en goeders. En natuurlik ons was in Selien en ons het 'n sak lemoene% gekry en 'n boks narkies.
Oh,
So dit het eintlik ons kon toe nou nie anders as om die vrugte nie en bietjie blueberries. En ons het bietjie papaya gehad. So dit was nou alles vrugte wat nou maar in daai wêreld op die oomblik en beskikbaar is. Dit het ons maar geëet terwyl ons nou daar was die naweek. My maag dit het niks aan my maag gedoen nie. Ek moet sê ek was redelik ek het nie vir my gevoel dat my maag omgekrap raak. Of so iets nie. So dit het maklik gegaan.
Okay.
En ja, ek dink ek voel eintlik goed. Dit was lekker om weer 'n narkie te byt, Hillary. And the whole thing just exploded in my mouth. That was really fun.
I knew I was not going to be alone on that one. I was counting on you, Johan and Ronel, but like, no, I'm sure we're together there.
Yeah, no, so that was really fun. I enjoyed that. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment.
Okay, cool. So ek wil net vir jou sê, Ronel, jy hoef nie alleen te voel oor die lemon meringue nie. Ons het in die Kaap, my skoonsis het verjaar en sy het die grootste, spesiaalste lemon meringue vir ons laat bak. So, I'm with you. maar ek moet sê, ek het nie hyperaktief geraak nie, maar o genade, my maag het met my gesels na dit. Dit was like, okay, jou somer het gekom en gegaan in one fell swoop, vrou.
Ja, en ek het whisky gedrink. Ek sê ons het whisky.
En hoe het jy op die whisky gereageer?
Eintlik baie goed. Dit het my nie was nou regtig 'n ou fynetjie met soda.
Ja.
So dit was lekker. As jy dalk iewers, ek weet nie waar om inligting te kry oor die verskil tussen gewone water en soda water. Daar's gemengde reaksies.
Ek sal vir jou 'n bietjie inligting stuur. Daar is, ja. Soda water of sparkling water? Praat jy spesifiek van soda water? Want dis nou ook nog 'n verskil, né?
Ja, okay, kom ons sê dan sparkling ook tussen die drie tipes.
Ons sal alles, okay, versus normal water. Okay, sal vir julle 'n bietjie daai goeters gaan. Dit is actually baie interessant. Okay, sê vir my, hoe voel jy in die groter prentjie oor somer?
Goed, maar ek dink ek sal teruggaan weer na traditional spring toe. Jy weet, ek wil kyk hoe vinnig is die oorskakeling. Dit sal nou nogal interessant wees. Ons gaan sukkel. Ja, ons het die enigste groente wat ons geëet het wat nou nie in traditional spring was nie, was patats.
Oh ja.
Ja, dis al ons by gesit het. En daar was bietjie wortels dink ek by ons het 'n pot gemaak.
Okay.
Maar nie baie wortels, maar daar was ons definitief het ons patats geëet wat nou nogal lekker was. Ja, so dit was wat addisioneel bygekom het in ons dieet.
Okay. En sê my gou-gou in die week self, het jy enigstens iets gevoel in terme van, of was enigiets anders in terme van honger of jou gewone dag nou terug na die tyd, na die naweek?
Nee, ek kan nie eintlik sê dat ek iets gekry het of ewe skielik ekstra honger geword het nie.
Okay.
Nee, dit was eintlik, maar dit was besig. Ons as jy terugkom na die tyd.
Ja, en dit was 'n kort week eintlik ook, nê? Dit was weer lekker langsamer naweek. Okay, maar nice dat julle dit probeer het en ja, lekker dat jy die gewaarwordinge sien rondom die lemon meringue. Slim van jou om die berries in die beskuit in te bou. Dis 'n baie goeie idee. Sommer van die begin en ek hoor jy met daai narkie, ek hoor en ek proe en ek voel hom sommer. En by the way, onthou nou jy hoef nog steeds nie skuldig te voel oor die lemon meringue nie. Ek kan jou beloof ek voel glad nie skuldig oor myne nie. It was amazing. It was appropriate. It was a celebration. Ek was nie besig om iets slegs te vier nie. En toe ek klaar is, toe sê ek fyn, like, okay, dis nou klaar. So jy hoef regtig nie skuldig te voel nie.
Ja, dis reg. Ja, dit was baie lekker, ek moet sê. Dit was nie, maar dit was baie soet. Dit was my net unbelievable soet.
Nee?
Maar dit was nog altyd vir my soet. Ek kan nou nie sê dit was nooit ek is nie 'n verskriklike soet tand nie.
Ja, maar dis amazing. Nou is jy half meer bewus van die soetheid, nê? Nee?
Ja. Ja.
Ja.
My
Ek moet sê,
sinus het weer toegetrek. Ja, dit het gebeur.
sê gou weer?
My sinus het feitelik onmiddellik daarna toegetrek.
Oh my word, ja.
Dit
Ja,
gebeur.
die een ding wat ek vir julle definitief 'n paar keer gaan sê en dit begin met die sinus en ek weet julle van julle gaan ander dinge hê, maar dit is asof dit meer akuut voel, nê? Nee, dit vinniger gebeur en jy luister na jou lyf en jou lyf sê dadelik vir jou, "Hallo." En jy weet waarom dit aan te koppel. Dis like net jy goed praat met jou, nê? Nee.
Ja.
Ek sê altyd dis goed en dis sleg, maar dis eintlik goed. Dis eintlik wat nodig is. Dis jou lyf is nodig om met jou te kommunikeer. Ek dink ons is so lank afgestomp en het nie geluister na ons lywe nie. Hulle het eintlik ophou om vir jou te vertel want it's like whatever, jy gaan mos aangaan daarmee. So dit's al baie interessant. Cool. Right, wie wil volgende gaan?
Okay, I'll go. So to my surprise, this week felt good. It was almost like I'm out of the cage. Not that I was like, but I did not feel like I was restricting, but it somehow felt light. I think during the buffer, I had to get some berries, and I got honey gold grapefruit. Like Woolies has got very nice honey gold grapefruit that I was like, I think it's also the texture besides the sweetness of the fruit that one I was looking for, and I really enjoyed it. The one thing that I didn't do my walks, and and I'll blame the weather for that.
Oh, well, you know what? I think you're excused this week, I must say. It's been bad.
Yeah, no, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But then I started thinking bread, and I couldn't get that out of my head. I think the first day, and I was like, do you really want to go there? Anyway, I didn't have it. I had a traditional spring meal for the day. But the next day again, I think it was Tuesday, I was craving bread. And I thought, you know what? Let me just do this. I had nice 2 brown slices with peanut butter. Oh, I was the happiest. Like it really felt. And I was like, okay, now we wait for the bloating. But thank goodness it did not happen. And I was happy. And I think after that, I was fine. What I also noticed on the 2 days that I was craving bread, the day that I didn't have it, and also the day that I eventually had it, I really was feeling hungry a lot, even before I had the bread or just thinking food. But after addressing that, I was fine. I did not, for the past 2 days, I was in training and did not, yesterday I did not take any lunch with me. I just had, I think, but obviously the spices and the sauce that they use, but I tried just to have little so that my stomach doesn't crumble. In the middle of class, a few chicken wings and some kebabs. And then I got home, I had the right food. I think when I got home, I just made eggs and some cherry tomatoes, and I was fine. And today as well, today I had almost similar. And I'm not as hungry as I was the first few days of summer because I was just thinking food. I I did not feel the temptation to be a delinquent and really go all the way. But I think the berries and the grapefruit really did help. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to then going back on a strict traditional spring, or like I'm not sure if I'll go hunters. I'm tempted to go hunters spring. But yeah, I'm happy, and there is this pair of pants that I love, and it has been tight, and it's one of those materials that don't stretch. You either fit or you squeeze into. It doesn't stretch, and I know how it feels the last time I decided that maybe I need to retire this one and put it very far. And I thought of it and like, no, let me try this one. And I went in nicely. I was like, okay, I haven't measured myself as yet, but getting into that, like, because it is one of those materials, it does not stretch. And I was comfortable in it. And I was like, okay, I'm very happy. So I'm encouraged to then go back for that last push, before we complete this journey. And yeah, but I'm happy. When I was craving the bread, I must be honest, I was worried that what are you doing? Are you now regressing and slipping back in your old habits? But no, I don't feel. I feel like I'm back in control. I'm back on the driver's seat.
Wonderful. Well, again, so much to unpack there, Hilary, but I just want to quickly ask you one question before I start with that. Why are you excited to go back into spring?
I feel that the bread thing derailed me, although I don't think that it can do any damage. But I actually remembered from the time I started how good it made me feel that I was on this journey and doing everything right. It just made me feel good, and I think that is why I want to go back to that after dipping into the real world that I'll come back to at some point. But I think I just feel that going back into spring will remind me that it's okay, and you will survive even when you don't have all the, you are not taking holiday from all of the above. You know what you know now. I cannot unknow it.
Okay, that's exactly what I actually wanted to hear. So I'm just going to start off in the beginning. I love the analogy of being out of the cage. It's like you're out of the prisoner of war camp, but it's still there. The food industry is still there. I love that you felt light, and that you enjoyed the texture. I think that's the nice thing about fruit, nee, dit het heerlike tekstuur, dis besonder. The break thing. So first of all, I think it's very important, and that's why we have summer. Dis so belangrik in hierdie program om dit te ervaar, om te voel hoe jy voel, om te voel hoe jy somehow 'n klein bietjie uit beheer uitvoel, maar jy weet jy kan weer in beheer kom. Dit is ongelooflik. Al hierdie sielkunde agter dit is my vreeslik goed. To stop and actually think, am I really hungry or am I just craving it? But to also realize the pull of cravings and the fact that you are all of a sudden thinking about food where before you weren't even thinking about it. Now it's like it's there and it's staring you in the face. And that's real. And that's why you need to experience summer in the middle of this. You can't just go back, because you need to also, and I think this is what you did well. So you remembered how good you felt in spring. Dis iets wat wat vir ons almal verskriklik belangrik is. Daar is soveel mense, as jy kyk na die WildFit program reg oor die wêreld, people repeat the WildFit program. When I saw them the first time, they call them WildFit alumni. And I'm like, why are they here? Does it mean that WildFit doesn't work? No, the life starts again and things happen. And a lot of these people just remembered how fantastic they felt being in spring, and they just love just doing the journey again. And for myself, wat nou al WildFit omtrent die 4de keer doen, elke keer is spring daai gewaarwording, en dit it is so belangrik because you need to know when you're going back in spring. Remember, that's one of the most important things is that you cannot leave spring without knowing when you're going to do spring again because it felt so good and everything was just operating the way it should and you didn't think about food all the time. But the pool of carbs, the pool of all those nice things, and it's not just bad carbs. Ek dink dit is die belangrikste ding is dat as jy begin vrugte eet, dat jy regtig besef, okay, maar vrugte het ook daai effek. Hy kan jou ook begin terugroep na eet meer dinge. It's not just the lemon meringue pies that's going to have an effect. It could be all these other things as well. With the training, it's just interesting. That's it's it's so important that we keep with meal prep because we should never go hungry. But also well done for noticing the good foods and using those, and well done on the pants. Yay! That is so awesome. Okay, so now the good weather is back. So back to the walks, right? We're going to start moving again.
Yes, definitely.
Wonderful. Well done. Going all out.
Yeah.
Great. Wie's volgende?
I got fun.
Yes.
Okay. This week, I did not expect myself to be sitting and feeling the way I'm feeling when I got told I can get out of spring, that I would be so keen to get back into spring. Letterlik, 2 weke terug wou ek nie weer 'n stuk vleis sien nie en nou is ek net soos asseblief, vat my net terug. Ja,
okay, hoekom? Wat laat jou so voel?
Laat ek eers verduidelik. So this week I even though it was cold weather, I kept my training going. So early in the morning there I had to climb into my car, pickle all the way to gym. That was not fun. If I had to do that over again, I would have also not gone. Thinking back now, that was a little bit stupid, but you know what? We were there. This week I started off, I mentioned that I was going to have a glass of wine. So I think I started off my summer a little bit with a bang. I enjoyed the wine. Ek moet sê, Ronald, ek het nie sleg gevoel terwyl ek het gedrink het of iets nie, maar die volgende oggend het dit gevoel asof ek ten minste 3 bottels wyn gedrink het en dit was nie great nie. So that was interesting. And I also had a little bit of chocolate. And the weirdest thing is, I even messaged my mom because it's tasted like I was eating candle wax. I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. I thought that was bad chocolate. So I went and tried a different brand. Nope. Same story. It tastes like I'm eating a candle. So I think I've moved beyond chocolate, which I never thought I would be able to. But then the other day, I found a gluten-free bakery. I walked past and my friend's like, oh, let's get something for dessert, and I'm like, no, I can't get anything. It's, I'm gluten intolerant anyway. And that's the nice thing is, even though I was allowed to, I really just knew it, like, I wouldn't eat it normally. There's no reason why I'd eat it now. But then I found I was gluten-free fully, and I was like, oi. So I tried a brownie for the first time in probably so long. It was nice. Would I do it again? Not anytime soon. So that was very interesting. And then the actual week started. So I went in with some nachos and some blueberries. Like yesterday, I was actually quite keen on trying the burgers I make every Wednesday. Always looks so nice. And I thought, oh, should I try it with a roll? And I was like, No, I'm not going to try it with raw. I know how I'm going to feel. So I tried that with some lettuce and avo, and it was actually really nice. But I don't know. Hey, yesterday I felt like my stomach was an endless pit. I was so hungry. I ate by 10 o'clock. I had eaten through all my biltong and dribbles that I'd packed. I nearly ate through my entire lunch. Any and all fruit I had in the vicinity was gone. I don't know what the hell. And then I came home and I was like, I couldn't stop eating fruit and biltong. And I was like, okay, I'm going to eat. If I'm going to eat something, eat properly. But then, like 5 minutes later, I'm like, okay, guess I need to eat properly again. I don't know. So that was a very interesting thing. Today was not as bad. But I've gotten really to enjoy that food and how I was eating wasn't affecting how I was feeling during the day. That it wasn't this thing that I had to think about, like now I'm thinking, is this summer food? Is this allowed? Is this not allowed? What? And then it's like, okay, now I have to pack for things. I don't know. It's just my body was in such a good rhythm and it was really happy and my energy was so consistent. And this week it's just been up and down. I've been like the cravings, I haven't been craving much, but I've just been hungry and I've just been more prone to wanting or looking forward to my meals. Whereas in the other days, like other weeks, it was just another part of the day. So I'm very happy to get back into spring because so that was my week. It was really interesting. It also doesn't help that with the rain, my hair has gone insane. So I've also been highly annoyed overall because everything, my body is feeling weird. My hair is going crazy. It's cold. I'm eating everything in sight. I don't know what's going on, but this is not normal. I don't like this. I want to go back to please.
Oh, Letitia, so baie dinge ook in een week, nê? Well done vir training in hierdie koue. Alhoewel soms dink ek is gevaarlik, nê, as dit so koud is en mense het hierdie koue lug, maar ja, well done for pushing through and well done for trying the glass of wine. Hey?
Ek gaan môre weer, môreoggend my sakkies gepak.
Mooi, mooi, mooi. Ek wil net gou sê, so, ons het nou eintlik vir Ronel en ons het vir Letitia en weer eens is my so nice om die verskillende goed te sien want daar is nie 'n manier hoe mense reageer nie. Ronel, jy het jou lemon meringue gehad, jy het skuldig gevoel daaroor, maar hy was baie lekker. Hy was nog steeds al die tyd baie lekker. Right. Letitia, jy het jou chocolates geëet, glad nie skuldig gevoel nie, maar daai chocolate was net nie vir jou lekker nie. En there's degrees of being somewhere in the middle of that spectrum. I mean, I know also because I love my lemon meringue. I've been through Wildfit 4 times. I still love my lemon meringue. Yes, it tastes sweet, but frek is lekker. Maar ek weet ook nou, so ek sê, ek weet nou waar my lemon meringue te parkeer en wat dit aan my doen en hoe dit voel en ja, die groot prentjie maak meer sin. So it's so lovely to see all the different experiences. En ja, ek dink ook dat jy weet wat seker goed vir jou lyf gaan doen, wat die gluten gaan doen en of jy dit weet, jy kan nou daai besluit neem, is dit die moeite werd vir my of nie? Dis 'n ingeligte besluit. Dis nie iemand wat vir jou sê jy moet of jy moenie. Jy besluit wat werk vir jou lyf. Which is what this whole thing is about. Die interessantste een vir my is regtig daai honger wat jy gevoel het daai een dag. En ons praat
mal.
Ja, ons praat van die cascade effect. Vrugte, soetgoed, carbs, and you'll all find your own cascade food. It's different for everybody. Where you can start with one and it's just like, I just want to have more. I just want to have, myne, by the way, is Wilson's Toffees. Julle, dit was 'n nemesis vir my. As ek een begin, as daar meer is, ek kan die hele boks, as daar 'n hele boks is, sal ek die hele boks eet. It's a cascade item of note. So dit is verskriklik belangrik dat jy in hierdie tyd eksperimenteer en voel wat is hierdie dalk 'n cascade of is dit nou net ek kan een hê en ek's fine vir die week of ek's fine vir die maand of wat ook al. weet waar om daai goed te parkeer sodat jy daarmee kan werk. Dis ongelooflik belangrik. So is my regtig ja, is my baie goed hoe jy hierdie goed sien. Die ander ding wat vir my interessant is wat jy gesê het, the simplicity of spring. I think Hillary, you were saying how good I felt in spring, but definitely the simplicity of spring is amazing, right?
Mm.
And
Ja, baie.
especially because we get busy. So en dis ook interessant as jy 'n besige week het en alles gebeur en die weer is sleg en ja, dinge gebeur is om ook net dis deel van die lewe. Ons lewens gaan deur fases wat dit rustig is en dan gebeur als gelyk. Sofia travel, jy is besig met dinge. En nog steeds wil ons in beheer. Food freedom means exactly that, staying in control of your food and your cravings and your hunger and your everything through all of that. So die skills wat julle hiermee saam kry is vir my en wat julle vir my wys is vir my baie super cool.
Ek dink die een ding wat Eric gemention het is how carbs take away your food freedom. En ek het gedink, how the hell does something take that away? That's in your mind. En ek kan vir jou letterlik sê, ek kan vir jou sê, dit voel asof, gister het gevoel asof my freedom heeltemal van my af weggevat was, want I was not in control whatsoever. Even though I had control over what I was eating and the choices I was making, just that, I don't know, it was just so out of body. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I didn't enjoy that. So I'd like my freedom back, please. That's why I want to go back to spring. It is not courage. It is the opposite.
Maar baie cool. Ek dink in die langer termyn ook, begin dink aan julle prentjie vorentoe. Hoe gaan hierdie ding uitspeel going forward after the 90 days? How are you going to make this work for you in the longer term? Because there is no quick fix, right? But you have the tools and you can make them work. And as long as you always remember the most important thing about WildFit is when is my next spring? Well, you all know when your next spring is right now. It's starting on Monday. You can start it on Friday if you want to join through the buffer zone. That's no secret. Maar dit is die belangrikste ding. Maar well done. Awesome. Right. Johan en Sofia, wie's volgende?
Die volgende gaan, so ek I was traveling this week, but it was a tough week for us. I must say that, a really tough week, because we started last weekend. We had a big winter festival at church, and we were busy the whole weekend. And then on Monday it was my mom's birthday, so we had a huge family thing, and I made a kicker of a Pop-Tart, but which I loved, because you put everything together and you just put it in the oven, and it's actually very, very nice. It's not those layered things. But anyway, it was, and there were cake and everything, and I must say what I did is I had a taste of it. So I had 2 teaspoons of the cake, and that was more than enough for me. I was fine with it. And I also had gin and soda water or spring water. I had some wine during the week, and I must say I was so tired. This week I was tired. I couldn't sleep. I was awake at 2:30 in the morning. So I must say, it feels like my summer and the food I had took all my energy away. That's how I feel. I feel about it. And I was also hungry the whole time. So I would have my breakfast before I leave for work, and then by 11 o'clock I'll have my lunch. So and last night I had a chocolate brownie, and the first 2 tastes was great, but after number 3, I shouldn't have taken that. But you know what? You buy this chocolate brownie and you don't want to throw it away, because I mean it's you pay for it. You know, I always think about that. So I think going forward, I know that I want to taste stuff, But by the third taste, it's like, no, I don't want it anymore. Then I have tasted it, I'm happy with it, and I don't need it anymore. So it feels like the servings are very big. Previously, I always think it's small, but now these days I feel the serving, especially on this sweet stuff, is big. I also started on the buffer zone on Saturday morning. I had some berries, nice strawberries and blueberries, and that was nice. I didn't have a lot of fruit during this week, and I think that's probably why I craved the chocolate brownie and the banana bread, because I didn't take sugar. And then I haven't had coffee for months. No, not months, weeks. And then this week I started having 1 cup of coffee in the morning again, and sometimes 2 cups of coffee. And I must say, it just takes my energy. So for me,
The coffee took your energy away.
it feels like it. It
Okay.
really feels like it. It feels like I'm run down. I was like by 2 o'clock, I'm so tired. I can't keep my eyes open. So I think I'm wondering about that. And but I must say the summer wasn't good for me this week. I also want to go back to spring, because spring is just, for me, it is easier. Although, I mean, now summer you have a choice, but there's some stuff I looked at it and I didn't really feel like having it. Even I love bread, but I've been now, except for the croissant I had on Saturday, which was a small one. But otherwise, I would have ciabatta bread and all those things with my mom's birthday, and I didn't even feel like it at all. So
Sure.
yeah, that for me was tough, I must say.
Shame, Sophia. Okay, baie interessante week vir jou. Ek bedoel it's always tough when you travel. I mean, it's just not simple, right? Because you're not as in control of what is happening around your meals. But okay, so a couple of things that's really been interesting from your feedback. The fact that you wanted to taste it and then it's enough, and then you feel like, well, I have to eat it because I bought it. So ek wil gou-gou vir julle almal vra. Want dit is 'n Calvinistic way that we were brought up. Is ons moenie kos mors nie en wat ook al. Maar nou dink ek weet ons almal beter, ons weet wat dit vir ons lywe doen. So ek wil gou-gou vir jou vra, wat is jou plan going forward? En Letitia gaan nou by jou uitkom. Wat is jou plan going forward? As jy jou happie gedoen het en dis genoeg, wat gaan jy met die res doen? Het jy al daaraan 'n bietjie daaraan gedink? Fantasties.
Someone around me and stuff like that. It's just that when you're on your own also and this stuff, there's no one else to give it to. Usually when I'm with a family, there's a lot of mouths that will have it. But anyway, but yeah, so I think that's what I would do.
Okay, because I mean that's amazing. Is if it doesn't taste good after the third bite, why continue? We're so used to just putting ourselves into auto mode and just finishing it, and now we know what it's doing to our bodies and how we're going to feel afterwards. So that food timeline is like overactive, which is fabulous. So I think to give it to a homeless guy next to the road is a fantastic idea. To put it in a container, seal it actually, so you don't feel tempted to go and open it again. I think that's a great idea. Even if you're traveling, if it's not going to go off, then yeah, seal it and go and give it to somebody else who wants it. Sometimes it's okay to throw it away. Weet jy, dit is aan die einde van die dag dink ek dis nie die einde van die wêreld nie. Dis as dit nie vir jou gaan goed wees nie, what's the point?
Yeah, I agree.
Maar wat interessantste vir my was wat jy gesê dat summer drained my energy. I mean, how interesting is that we used to think, well, we need to eat something sweet to get some energy, right? En nou kom ons agter, maar wat doen dit eintlik aan ons lywe? Dit is verskriklik interessant. En die koffie, ja, dit was ook baie interessant. Guys, I just want to share with you that Sophia has done something this week which has been really useful, and that was just to get back into the mode of doing daily check-ins. Nou, as jy deur enige moeilike tyd gaan, as jy nie seker is wat is jou lyf besig om te doen nie, jy hoef dit nie met my te deel nie, jy kan net vir jouself doen, dit voel bietjie soos werk, maar go and do your daily check-ins again. Just really sit and analyze. If you sit and you look back, I mean, it was so interesting for me to see what went into Sophia's day. I could really picture where's the energy coming from, where's it draining, whatever. Dis regtig 'n goeie oefening. Dit so onthou daai ene. Baie goed. Wat ek nou gesê het van die koffie. So ons het almal verskillende verhoudings met koffie. Ek dink jy het 'n baie spesifieke verhouding met koffie gehad. Dit is my baie interessant dat hy eintlik nie meer vir jou daai pool of daai effek het nie en dat jy hom eintlik voel dat hy vir jou energie dalk miskien op en af spring. Weer eens gaan lees, gaan luister asseblief na daai YouTube video. Ek weet dis lank, maar dit is baie van die goed gaan so met jou resonate. As jy daardeur luister, is regtig cool. But well done for trying all those things en ja, sê gou-gou vir my, het jy die paptert geniet?
Ja, dit was my lekker. Ek het so toe die ander mense pudding geëet het, toe ek my paptert. Because it's what you do is it's bacon and onion that you brine, and you put the dry mealie meal, and then you put cream in it and milk, and you put it in your oven and you just bake it. It's actually, and you can put, it's actually very nice. I loved it. So yeah, I did, but I also know that that what I get out of it is not that great. You know, it's not going to energize me.
Ja, okay. En ek dink die ander ding wat vir my interessant was is very often it's the idea of something could be more exciting than the actual item itself, right? Yes. Very interesting. Yeah. And the wine made you tired. Sophia, the wine made you tired. I mean, Sophia and wine. That was an interesting concept all along. And now what?
Yes, and the thing is also, you know, I had, I think on Monday afternoon when I flew out to Cape Town, I was sitting in the lounge, and you know, they have all these wines there, then you can have some, and I had a taste of my favorite wines there, and I didn't even have a glass. I had a taste and it didn't taste nice for me. And I said, okay, then I don't need it. But I didn't, yeah.
En ek wil Sophia en Letitia se wynklub. Like there's a klein bietjie anders. Ai tog. Ek wil sê ek's jammer, maar ek is nie.
Ja, wyn, glo my. Ek love, maar ek weet nou wat dit gaan doen. Ek gaan nou nie, ek voel nie soos wyn oor soos wat ek voel oor chocolate nie, maar
ja,
where's the wine?
And the things what I picked up, it's probably what you do with the wine. It's not the wine itself, because for example, 2 nights back, I met up with good friends of mine, and we had a glass of wine, and that was nice. You know, that really was nice. But if I had to sit here and now have wine, I don't know. I think it's probably that association with my friends, and we just having wine together. I only had a half a glass of wine. It's not like I had 2 glasses of wine or something, but I think it's that association with our friendship. I think it's all around that.
Yeah, but that's all good. It's not like you had a really tough day and you said I needed a glass of wine to wind down. It's a celebration, which is absolutely, and you didn't need the whole bottle, which is fabulous.
Yeah.
Great, Johan, oor na jou toe. Maar wag 'n bietjie. Ek wil net gou sê, die van der Merwe is dit nuus om te deel. Sorry, my spies are out in full force. So, deel 'n bietjie die nuus. Kom.
Ja, ons gaan ouma en oupa word.
Baie geluk.
Congratulations, julle ouens. Dis fantastiese nuus.
Ja, is net baie ver.
Dis net baie ver. Ek bly in Australië.
Yep.
Maar ons is baie opgewonde.
Ag, dis nice. En ek weet deel van Johan se doelwitte was rondom die gaan kuier in Australië, right?
Ja, ek dink ons gaan dit maak.
Ja,
Wel-
volgende jaar gaan 'n verskriklike besige jaar wees. Ons weet nie hoe ons gaan inpas in 1 jaar nie, hoor.
Ja.
Well, dit is net exciting. Maar ek wil net gou sê, Johan, praat van spies. Ek het 'n foto van jou op Facebook gesien. My gosh. Jy lyk amazing. Wow.
Die foto die T-shirts.
O, okay.
Seker al.
Die T-shirt
Ja,
wat sê die T-shirt sê ek iets van sê gou wat sê die T-shirt ek word 'n oupa of ek word 'n ouma of wat is dit 'n
You've
Ja,
been
dit
promoted to grandpa and
Ja, dit was deel van die exercise geweest. Dit was so 'n verrassing geweest. Hulle stuur vir ons die pakkie word afgelewer uit Taba uit. Tabazimbi uit. En ons dogter dit is nog van hulle dokumente of iets wat daar is. En hulle die koerier kom en Ronel maak toe ek stel 'n vergadering. Die volgende oomblik gil sy, ek dog die huis het afgewees om af te breek. En maar eintlik wat moes gebeur het is die vrou moes ons voor die tyd laat weet het en gesê het ons moet wag vir volgende instruksies en hierdie boksie oopmaak. Maar daai disjointed boodskappe deurgekom. En ja, toe maar amper 'n hartaanval gekry.
dit is so exciting. Maar meer exciting as die foto en die T-shirt en die inscription op die T-shirt is die man binne in die T-shirt wat so goed lyk in dit, hoor?
Ja, ek moet sê ek het eers vir Ronel sê ek moet weer by Nico 'n draai gaan maak. My nuwe belt is op sy laaste gaatjie.
Nog 'n gaatjie gaan maak, Paul. Jy. Dis fantasties.
Ons in Desember maand het van hierdie slaapbroeke wat jy kry wat van hierdie blinkmateriaal gemaak is.
Ja.
Dis 'n ligte materiaal. Nou jy kry dit nie meer hier by ons nie. En ons kry dit toe op Ronel koop goeders op Timo aan. En ons kry dit toe daar. En soos op 'n gaan met baie van daai goeders die sizes is nie altyd wat jy dink dit is nie. So toe ek dit nou kry, toe sit daai goeders eintlik te styf van my. En nou toe ons wil weggaan, nog ek net try. Dan daar val die broek af.
What? Wow.
Ek het definitief ek het toe ek regtig gaan kyk het na my broek wat ek nou gekoop het. Die broek wat ek nou gekoop het is 4 sizes kleiner as my eerste broeke.
4 sizes. My gosh.
Ja, op my oude het ek definitief in my maag op het ek baie afgeval. Want dis ek het juist daai groter broeke gekoop omdat dit so styf op my boude gesit het. So ek moes op my boude dink ek redelik sentimeters verloor.
Oh wow, this is amazing. En vertel vir gou hoe was jou springweek? Vertel jou summerweek. Praat ons bietjie daardeur.
Weet jy dit was ja, ons het een plek weet ons toe kry ons toe maak hulle weer pap en sous. En ek vat toe 'n porsie nie, 'n groot porsie nie. En ek eet dit toe en ek sê vir hulle agterlag sê dit was nie wat ek gedink het gaan wees nie. Asof dit net hier so 'n peeling was as ek gedink het gaan wees nie. En ek was regtig een wat baie lief is vir pap en so aan. Maar dit is net nie meer of dit daar die wow was nie daar gewees nie. So dit was een kant gewees. Die hele experience was lekker gewees en veral omdat ons nou saam met vriende was. Ek dink dit het dit ook beter gemaak of dit lekker gemaak.
Ja,
Maar die interessantheid was gewees dat hoe ons ingepas het by die etes en hulle saam met ons etes. Dat dit nie vir hulle 'n probleem was nie en ons eintlik maar normaal geëet het. Dit was nie extravagant eeteskos gehad het behalwe vir die meringue wat ek sê, want die een vrou toe nog het sy spoil almal om nagereg te gee. Maar ja, die res het baie goed uitgewerk.
En sê vir het julle die kos wat julle die deel van die kos wat julle bygedra het of gedoen het julle dit anders beplan as wat julle voorheen sou gedoen het? Was daar enigiets wat anderster was?
Ja. Gelukkig die vriende waarmee ons saam was is hulle eet eintlik in elk geval al vir jare ek kan amper sê traditional spring. Dit is hulle manier van eet. Kyk, hulle twee lyk fantasties. En hy is baie aktief en so aan. So by hulle was dit eintlik redelik maklik. Die ander paartjie wat ons by aangesluit het, die vrou is ook redelik so, maar die man is maar ook 'n soetan. Maar hulle het eintlik baie vinnig aangepas. Jy weet, die mense vra en luister en ons gesels en praat oor die eetgewoontes en almal is baie nuuskierig en weet elkeen het maar sy eie idees en goed, maar dit was eintlik regtig, ons het nie gesukkel nie en hulle het nie gesukkel nie, dit was nou letterlik net die meringue. Sy wou die volgende aand souskluitjies bak, dumplings maak, wat sy toe nou nie gemaak het nie, want toe nou, sy weet toe nou, ons kan, dit is nou nie heeltemal in ons eetgewoontes nie.
Okay.
En toe los hy dit, maar ek het wel gesê sy kan dit maak, ons sal dalk net klein bietjie daarvan eet, maar sy het toe nie. En hulle gaan nou juist saam met ons weer Oktober weg. En daar gaan ons gooi maar weer alles bymekaar, al die kos en goed. En toe vra sy vir my, wat is dit wat ons kan eet? Want dan pas hulle daar volgens aan. En ja, so, jy weet, almal met wie ons te doen het, is redelik positief daaroor. Jy weet, as jy daaroor begin praat, dan sê hulle, ja, maar dit is eintlik wat ons moet doen.
Ja, die ding is, ek dink omdat dit is nie so heavy restrictive is nie. Dit is eintlik natuurlik. Ja. En dit is wat het eintlik vir die ouens, dit is net 'n kiks. Jy sien, dit is nie dat, dit wat ons nie geëet kan eet nie, is nie 'n issue nie.
Ja.
Die ouens kan daarby verbykom. So, ja.
Amazing.
Die ouens was baie ding daaroor gewees.
Okay.
Baie positief, ja.
Baie interessant. En sê van gou 'n bietjie, vertel my van jou ervaring met die vrugte en die somerkos. Hoe het jou lyf gereageer? Hoe het jy gevoel? Hoe voel jy om terug te gaan na Spring toe? Wat praat my 'n bietjie daardeur?
Nee, ek was bly gewees om die vrugte en so aan. Ja, ek weet nie, dit is nie so heavy craving of so as gewees nie. Ja, dit was lekker gewees om die vrugte te eet. En dit te hê. Ja, en om te gaan Spring toe, ek dink dit sal maar ons leefwyse eintlik word.
Oh, wow. Dis 'n groot statement wat jy daar maak, Johan. Het jy jouself nou net gehoor?
Ja, so, ek dink dit is vir ons die manier wat ons eet en so aan. Ja, jy sal jou nou en dan jou vrugte kry en jou ietsie wat uitkom, maar die feit dat jy kan dit doen en teruggaan is eintlik 'n baie aangename idee daar verbonde.
Okay, ek het so 'n bietjie goosebumps nou. Dis regtig amazing.
Weet jy, eintlik ons leefwyse was nie veel anders gewees nie. Behalwe ons het baie keer, of ons het 'n hele paar keer miskien dalk anders gedoen, omdat ons nie die beplanning reg gedoen het. Maar nou dat ons die beplanning van groentes en so aan voor die tyd doen en jy het die goeders die goeders in die huis, is dit so maar natural om te sê, okay, kom ons maak gou sommer, ons maak nog steeds vinnig kos, maar jy het nou ander bestanddele wat jy kan gebruik. Ek bedoel, ek weet nie wat gaan ons met al ons pastas maak in die huis nie. Ronald sal dit moet skenk vir iemand. Maar ja, pastas is nie meer vir ons 'n saak nie.
Ja. Dis
ek het iets ontdek, maar julle het seker almal gesien. Checker 6060. Jamie Oliver se as jy op hom gaan, dan wys hy Jamie Oliver en dan wys hy die weeklikse menu wat hy daarop het. En dit is eintlik nogal baie oulik, want sy eetes is ook baie gebalanseerd. En ek het nou een gekies, is die hoender ene, en sal dit nou môre koop, maar dan onderaan dan begin hy sommer vir jou die lysie van bestanddele wat jy moet koop, dan kan jy nou kies watter jy.
Ja, as jy op die menu ingaan op die resep,
dan wys
hy dan het hy klaar die blokkies onderaan van die bestanddele wat jy net op kan klik wat jy wil koop wat jy nie het nie.
Oh wow, dis baie oulik. Maak jou beplanning makliker, right?
100%, ja.
Ons gaan dit nou probeer doen.
Awesome.
En sy eetes is regtig redelik gebalanseerd. Ek dink daar is goed wat mense dalk nou nie sal doen nie, maar dit wat ek nou gekyk het die week lyk goed.
Okay.
Ja.
Ek wil net voor ek terugvoer gee op jou Johan, wil ek net vir Letitia sê, Letitia, skus, ek weet jy het iewers 'n hand opgehaat en ek het jou totaal geïgnoreer, sorry.
Nee, ek wou net sê, ek het uitgefigure dat die beste persoon wie vir my goeders toets, sê nou maar as dit iets is wat ek wil probeer, dan sê ek altyd vir Craig om dit te toets, en as ek ietsie geproe het en nie meer lus is nie, dan gee ek dit weer vir hom, which is probably not the best reaction. Maar vir nou
Ja, dan go there. Maar nie dat hy die asblik word nie, that's not good. Maar wat wel goed is dat hy vir jou iets toets, want hy gaan weet of dit vir jou, ek doen dit ook nogal, dis eintlik nice, is dat iemand, as jy iets wil hê, moet iemand regtig vir jou sê, dit gaan so spesiaal vir jou wees, dat dit die moeite werd is. Ek eet nie meer, ek mors nie meer my tyd op substandard soetgoed nie. Dit moet regtig super spesiaal wees.
Die ding is, ek het net agtergekom dat met meeste van die gluten dinge, gaan ek deur soveel pyn dat dit regtig vir my baie moet, it has to be really worth it.
Cool, okay. Guys, dis na 8, maar as julle haastig is, gaan gerus, dis piek fyn, maar ek wil gou net bietjie terugvoer gee op Johan se gesprek, want Johan, jy het 'n paar baie interessante goed daar gesê. Die ene was vir my, dat dis lekker met vriende. Erik op 'n stadium, ek is nou nie seker of hy het al in hierdie series gesê het, maar hy gaan dit definitief op 'n stadium sê, en hy het definitief op van die worldwide gesprekke met mense opgebring, and that is that sometimes we need to associate with like-minded people, and we find that, I don't know, I've definitely found it as well, it's just easier to mingle with people who kind of have a healthier approach to life. It becomes very hard to have to sit down and have a wonderful evening with people who just go completely overboard and nothing makes sense. So julle gaan daai gevoel begin kry. Ek weet ons het baie uiteenlopende vriendekringe en almal doen dit verskillend, maar dis interessant, Johan, wat jy gesê het, hoe mense raak sien wat jy doen, hoe hulle nuuskierig is, hoe hulle dit nie sien as 'n restrictive, sorry, maar jy kan nie dit en jy kan nie dit nie, en daar's tye wat jy kan en wat jy nie kan nie, en jy kan vir jouself uitmaak wat eet jy vanaand en nie, en meeste mense, as jy sê, maar ek wil gesond wees, gaan iemand vir jou sê, wel, sorry, ek wil eintlik nie jy moet gesond wees nie. So dis...
Weet jy wat is, die ander gewaarwording wat ek nou gekom het toe hulle so daarvan praat, toe het iets anders by my ander gewaarwording wat ek gekry het. En ek praat so van die food industry. En dit het my baie laat dink aan, as jy na die Amerikaners kyk, hulle porsies van kos, wat partymal hierdie massiewe stukke goeders is wat hulle eet en swaan.
Als is bottomless, nee, ja.
Ja, die vat hulle koeldranke, gaskoeldranke, al daai goeders. Dit is hoe hulle dit op in die mense se keel afdruk.
Yep. Ja, absolutely, want hoe meer jy aan hulle verkoop, jy gaan nou sien, hoe meer gaan hulle wil hê, right? So that's a win-win situation as jy wil geld maak, dis fantasties. Dis amazing vir my dat jy sê, ja, die grootste ding wat ek vanaand by jou gehoor het, is 'n spring is 'n leefwyse, en dan die ander ding is dat planning equals control, guys. It comes through in everything you tell me, and that is just so amazing. Want wat jy nou sê, Johan, is as die regte goed in die huis inkom, dan is dit maklik. As dit nie daar is nie, is dit moeilik. So jou hele manier van dink is nou skielik begin by 'n ander punt, nê? Nee. Begin by wat sit ek in en wat gaan ek in my lyf insit. So dit is vir my super, super, super cool. Ek love die idee van die checkers. Ek sal bietjie gaan sniffel na hom, 'n bietjie gaan kyk wat hulle daar doen. Dis lekker want mense ran soms uit idees uit. We get busy and we just need ideas. So it's always lovely to see something that's healthy and easy.
Ek weet of julle baie TV kyk, maar die advertensies is nogal all over the place hoor. Van ek weet nie wat hulle betaal vir hom om so permanent in Suid-Afrika te wees nie. Maar ja, ek dink dit kry nogal high profile. Ek dink Checkers het die ander ouens 'n paar dinge voor. As jy dink in terme van Woolworths was altyd jy gaan sien as die plek wat die gesondheidskosse en daai goeders verskaf.
Wel, vra vir die Tisha en almal van julle wat hulle dan als in hulle kos indruk is belaglik.
Woolworths sak. Hulle sak. Ek gaan nooit nie. Woolworths is die grootste leenaars daar buite. Ek kan 'n hele boek skryf vir Woolworths en hulle sak.
Yes. Ja, maar ek bedoel die feit dat hulle hierdie ou Jamie Oliver uitgebring het. Ek dink dis 'n briljante ding gewees hoor.
Yeah. It's easy recipes and it's easy food. Nothing fancy.
Checkers Woolworths ry vir hulle geld gee.
Checkers is besig om Pick n Pay en Woolies 'n run vir hulle money te gee, hoor. It's amazing.
Seker hoor.
Ja. Okay, en dan die ander ding wat jy gesê het is dat it's not restrictive. En ek moet sê, dis vir my verskriklik interessant. Ek bedoel, Erik het op 'n stadium gesê, jy kan maar, you can be that person in the restaurant, en ek ervaar dit so gereeld. As ek vra vir 'n ding, niemand dink is snaaks nie. Ek sê net, ek soek dit so, en sonder daai, it's all good. En die ding dat jy saam met jou vriende kan sê, weet jy, hierdie is wat ek doen, en hierdie is wat ek bring, en hierdie is wat ek nie doen nie, and it's all good. Jy hoef nie weg te kry wat te sê nie.
Wat ons wel gekry het, is toe ons nou opry, boontoe, ons het vir een plek, by the ranch, net voor Pietersburg, is daar 'n plek wat ons gaan ontbyt hier daar. Maar hoe onvoorbereid is hulle daar? Daar's geen alternatief wat hulle vir jou kan gee vir brood en chips nie.
Ja.
Dit is so deel van hulle menu, dat hulle kyk jou snaaks aan as jy sê, maar jy wil dit nie hê nie. Want hulle kan nie vir jou alternatief aanbied daarvoor nie.
Ja. Nee, dit is belaglik. Dit is totaal belaglik, maar ek wil terugkom na Sofia se punt toe van nou. Is like ons wil vir onsself sê, maar ons het betaal vir hierdie brood, ons moet dit eet, maar dis okay. Ons kan maar net sê los dit af van die bord af, en jy weet jy gaan beter daarvan af wees actually. Ek is nou dis nou vir my definitief 'n gewoonte. As jy sê, can I give you this? Can I give you that? Maar nee, los dit net. Ek wil dit nie hê nie. It's fine.
Jy sien die punt is wat het altyd gewees het. Jy sê okay, vat dit maar. Miskien lus jy los ek dit, maar dit voel vir jou so jy mors kos.
Jy mors, ja.
Sê vir hulle, moet ek nie vir my gee nie.
Ja.
Dan kan hulle vir die volgende ou gee.
En hulle wil dit net absoluut op jou bord druk en jy en daar sit en kyk vir jou. Ek weet dis belaglik. Dit is regtig. Maar ja, dit is ons oë oop gaan hè vir al hierdie goed wat hier om ons gebeur. Anyway, dit is nou al 10 minute oor 8. Ek wil nie julle hele aand opvat nie. Ek wil net sê dit was vir my ongelooflik. It was an insightful evening to hear from all of you. It's the range of experiences across the board, what you're feeling. It's just so exciting to see what's happening. And just well done, guys. Amal, amazing. It's still summer. Tomorrow is still summer, so please enjoy that summer day. And then again, remember, Sophia is so klaar moeg. But again, just please do the last day with awareness. If there's anything that you want to feed back into our WhatsApp group, do that. It'll be amazing. I just want to quickly just ask Hillary, any van die Merwes, kan ek asseblief julle measurements kry? En as julle, Hillary, if you need my help, you are so welcome. Just let me know. I have some flexibility over the weekend if you want to pop in, okay? All doable.
I think I'll take you up on that offer, Marlies. I'll let you know.
Okay, super. Early on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, just let me know. Okay. All right. Sterkte met julle laaste bietjie, sterkte met terug in spring en hoop julle het 'n fantastiese week.
Baie dankie.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye.
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 Hallo?
Nee, nou sonder suiker of melk of enigiets.